Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your February 2025 reading. If the messages don't resonate with your sun sign, please go back and check your moon and rising sign. You can visit me at my website, HiddenLotusTarot.com. It is up and running. If you would like a personal reading, you can do so. This is a different program, so I can't point to where the thing is, but I have it in the description box down below the video. We will start with the Radiant White deck. That's what I have with me today. We do the La Vida Sibila if necessary for clarification. And we will wrap the reading up with the Golden Nostradamus card. Let me turn the camera around so we can get started with the reading. I will put another rifle and shuffle on the deck. And let's cut the deck. This will be 9 cards down. Here we go. The 7 of Wands. Maybe the camera will clear up. You can see it though, right? There we go. The 8 of Swords. The 4 of Cups. My Sagittarius, what's going on? Next row. The Ace of Coins. The Page of Cups. So that's 2 offers. The 5 of Coins. Last row. The Sun. The 6 of Wands. Finally, damn it, the Hangman. The Hangman. What is over the entire reading? The energy? Oh no. It's a Hermit. 2 very similar cards. What do I have? I have 2 Wands, a Sword, 2 Cups, 2 Pentacles, and 2 Major Arcana cards. But what's interesting is that Major Arcana cards come near the end of the row of the. Remember I said you have 2 offers, I think? Yes, you do. And so your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to figure out which one is the right one for you. In the center, I have the Page of Cups. And all pages and nights to me only talk about messages. It doesn't mention kids. That's just the way I read. It tells me that there's some kind of message incoming or that you have already received at the time of this reading, what you feel some way about. I believe it was an unexpected message because the fish in the cup. It's kind of surprised you. So I consider pages to be tentative messages, like first messages, putting feelers out. Everything else is going on around this page. So we come to the top row. Cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. The Seven of Wands is a 7. It's a moment of pause and reflection. But here we see that the figure is in motion. He needs time to think about what's going on or what he's going to do. And so he's saving off all the things coming up towards him. Just barely, maybe feeling like you're just keeping your head above water. So many things are happening. But you're standing over the top of the hill above all this. So the card says you are in a better place than you realize. You may not realize it, but you are. I look at the shoes. He has a boot and a shoe. Sometimes I look at that like you have to get it quickly and start moving. You just pulled on whatever you had on. It's supposed to mean that it's being of two minds, but I don't think you're of two minds. You do have a decision, but right now you're handling business. The wands represent your passion, your focus, your desire, your determination. Swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, communication. Cups just mean either how you feel about something. Coins represent either finances or the doing of something. And we have every suit represented here. So this is kind of on a mundane level. There's not a lot of big spiritual energy happening until the end of the reading. The Eight of Swords. Eights are positive numbers when they show up in a reading, but sometimes eights can bring obstacles, hassles, and delays. And this card, the Eight of Swords, is like the windmills of your mind. You feel as though you're in a situation that you can't get out of, that you're trapped, or you feel like you're in a situation which the end will justify the means. Whatever the situation, it's one caused by yourself. And knowing that you have a hand in this situation can be quite hard to deal with. But the card also says you are never trapped in such a way you can never be free. If you look at the card, it's like you being in prison. You feel that way, or you think you are. Surrounded by the swords. So you feel as though you are in prison and you can't move. But if you take a look at the figure, she has on a blindfold. And she also is bound up in bandages. And all you have to do is remove the bandage, the wraps, take the blindfold off, and look around. You are not trapped in one space. So the card counsels, even if you can't move physically right now, your mind is free to think about what you're going to do once you get out of the situation. Okay? But it's not looking like it's holding any promise. Because here you are sitting under the tree contemplating this offer that's come to you. I see it 3 times. So this card is a 4, and 4s represent stable foundation. So in other words, you're like, no, I'm good where I'm at. And I don't want to take this cup of happiness or opportunity because I'm good where I'm at. But the card counsels that you should never turn down a potential cup of happiness. You need to think about it, but don't let apathy and sadness and depression maybe make you miss out on a better outcome for yourself. So we have the Ace of Coins, and all aces are just promises. This is a promise to do something in a different way, take a new path, maybe even earn some money. But you have to be in the right mindset and the right place physically to take advantage of this ace. I think you fear that you will end up not having enough money to take care of your physical needs. You may feel as though you have a loss of self-respect. You may feel as though you have lost or you will lose some kind of social position. But the 5 represents, the number represents tense energy, discordant energy, ups and downs, back and forth. It speaks to the dark night of the soul. But you have to dig deep to find the worth in that. The worth in that. Because the 5 counsels that keep going, because you may end up doing something that you never thought possible. Okay? Here we have the Sun. And the Sun is the most positive card in the deck of all the cards. It promises growth, abundance, happiness, health, good times. And with the Sun, it shows you clearly where you are supposed to be going. You can see better by the light of the Sun than can the Moon. So the Sun has come to illuminate the situation for you. And I think you should trust the process. No matter what the decision is, I think it's a decision because I have 2 wands. I have 2 cups and 2 pentacles, but the hold up is the way you are thinking. And suddenly, you're moving forward. All horses represent movement to me. So the 6 is a card of balance and harmony. It says that you will overcome whatever problem, because before it was a 6, it was a 5. And look here, you were busy doing something else at first, but now you have arrived or will arrive at the 6, which says you have balance now. Let me get the, okay. And the 6 of Wands talks about promotions, a job, a new job, a bonus. Talks about getting recognition, maybe having your name in the paper, graduating with a degree. It's related to work endeavors. And then we have the Hangman. And the Hangman is hanging up on a cross. He's just hanging out. And this means that after everything has happened to you, you are to put yourself in a state of meditation, contemplation, rest. Try to see everything that happened to you from a different light. Sometimes the Hangman does not represent someone who put you in that position. You put yourself in that position. Yes? And you may have, after all this activity, some kind of headache, migraines, backache, shoulder, knee, hip pain, lower back, foot pain. I don't know. But you have to take in everything that happened to you, or what you thought, what you've been through, and try to filter it through the lens of being at one with the universe. I don't know if I'm making any sense. It's just coming to me. This is also a yes too. So maybe I think what he's telling me is that as you move along, you will have to come to a point where you will stop. And this stoppage can be just that, a moment of trying to process everything that has happened. Even the Hermit here, he says stop, think about what you're doing, think about where you have gone, what you have done, where you have been, what you plan to do afterwards. He is not just a scholar. He doesn't just learn things, he also can teach. That's a star in his lamp. The star card, which is about hopes and dreams and wishes. So somebody can come to him and say, hey Hermit, what did you learn? And then he can give them some kind of lesson, what he's learned, or advice. So that's very strong. You know, sometimes you are hang on to something so tightly that when a new opportunity comes along, you have nothing to grab it with, because both of your hands are holding old things. And that's the way I feel this card is saying. You don't want to let go of, I don't know, something, because you fear what's going to happen. And I tell you to trust the process. That's what he's telling me, to trust the process. Sometimes you have to just let everything go and trust the process. So I'm going to turn these cards over. I cannot look at the Page of Cups, but I can look at the Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands as they relate to the Sun card and the Hermit card. You know, I've been getting a lot of this trust the process energy coming through all the readings. And I think it's because right now, everybody in America is so freaked out by what 47 is doing that you're so worried about trust the process. Not his process, trust the process of what's going to happen. Because we survived him once before. and we will again. So you just have to trust the process and watch and wait to see what happens. Prepare and watch and wait and see what happens. Seven of Wands. See, you got rid of 1-1 and now you're celebrating. No, it tells me, I'm looking at the 7 first. The 7 of Wands, next to the Hierophant, the Hermit, the Hangman, is asking you to look at all options and not to be stubborn and or headstrong at this time, as being stubborn will not solve anything. Do not be afraid to submit, as it will not reflect adversely on your character. Look at all options and be prepared to compromise. That's why I say I had the feeling that you felt some kind of loss, whether it was financial or social or whatever. The 8 of Swords. With the Sun and the Hangman. The 8 of Swords with the Sun implies that regardless of current adverse conditions, a definite change for the better is on the way. It tells you to persist, as your hard work, effort, and intent will bring the desired outcome to fruition in quick time. The Hangman asks you to keep quiet counsel and keep to yourself for the moment. Do not offer any information and do not add more weight to the situation or issue, as to speak your mind or voice your opinion at this time may worsen an uncomfortable position. Keep yourself to yourself. The 4 of Cups. The Hangman indicates that someone is wallowing in self-pity and has lost their direction and feels in a bind. It's right there. It indicates a time of self-pity and feeling sorry for yourself. The message is that it's up to you, to the individual, to help themselves get out of this predicament. With the Hermit, the 4 of Cups next to the Hermit in a reading tells of general inner peace and personal satisfaction and fulfillment coming into your life. That's over the whole reading. So eventually, I hope you get to that. The Ace of Coins. With the Sun right below it. It may be indicating that you will have success in regards to an important matter or project. It tells of reaching an important goal with satisfaction and happiness as a result. Appearing next to the Sun card, the Ace of Pentacles shows someone who has reached the top and has found great success, fulfillment, and happiness in their endeavor. It may not feel like that. So let's look at the 5 of Pentacles. Next to any 4 card, number 4 card. Is that right? No, it's 4 swords. So I don't have 4 swords. I have 8. So there's no meaning about this next to these 2 cards or any of these cards. So I move to the, although I'm gonna read it anyway, but next to the 4 swords, because keeping yourself to yourself kind of goes along with this. It says the 5 of Pentacles appearing with any 4 swords card, and we have 8, is an indication of a serious dispute, argument, disagreement, or disillusion, or severance of some kind. If this is pertaining to a legal issue, it may be indicating that your case may be lost. And so maybe it's a settlement that you're offered. And maybe you don't think it's worth it. The 6 of Wands. Tells me nothing. So, again, I don't have to look at the Sibila cards, because I don't see anything really rather bothersome or that I have to question. This is a general reading, so it's not gonna resonate with everyone. Oh, that's weird. The card just flew out. The Gauntlet, number 5, another 5. It's called the Glove, not the Gauntlet. Those too free with flattery and praise seek to deceive you and make you their prey. You will face a challenge or duel with someone, or a confrontation with your own shadow or limitations. A potential lawsuit may arise. I don't know. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February. See ya and good luck.